Told you we nothing to play with, guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time, face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb, still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it, I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts, I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart, I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness, I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind, oh I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat and tears, but I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat and tears, but I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis going to look to throw right away. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So this game here in London, the first of 5 games in the NFL International Series for 2022. We'll see the Giants and Packers here next week. Broncos and Jags at Wembley at the end of the month. The Seahawks and the Bucs, that'll be in November in Munich, Germany. First time a game's been held there. And then we wrap up down in Mexico City, November 21st. Cardinals and Niners from Estadio Azteca. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Saints had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brian Asamoah in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
1. On third down, Cousins. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Cousins on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. First carry now for Alexander Madison. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down. Here's Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. The kick by Joseph is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jameis to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Play action, Cousins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Joseph's got it, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They go play action. Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Cousins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 28 yards. And the Vikings have retaken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also
looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Running room for Kamara on first down as he takes us forward. It's a gain of 7 there on first down. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
First down, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the counter, here's Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw, Winston. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. This one brought in by Jefferson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Kentavious Street coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here. They've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over,
is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? He's got Smith here. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Landry. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Winston now from the 50. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. Now Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 76 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now Cousins. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be at home next week for a...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beat.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.